Do the intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode of the FNDRY LAB, where ideas become power and power becomes the engine for African transformation. As always, my name is, my name is Lula Machika and I'm your host. And as always, I'm joined by
Zane Dreamer, the people's choice.
Who said you are the people's choice?
Self-proclaimed, man.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm allowing Zane to steer today's conversation, so let's see what direction he's going to take this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, thanks for the opportunity. Well, I was not given, I just took it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought today we could talk about heroism. Oof.
Yeah.
Even the word. See?
Heroism.
I went to school, guys.
Heroism.
Yeah. What it means to be a hero. Because as a kid, for me, hero was like the likes of Superman, Spider-Man. Yeah. But it doesn't necessarily mean to die for people, like to go to war. It just means to live for other people, to care so much about people that you want to bring change into a country or a certain environment. So to you, Lula Majika, what does it mean to be a hero?
Number one, to stand for something.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you stand for something, you go out of your way to indeed stand for something, you know. So whether it's, I don't know, it's an injustice, there's many injustices out there, but let's say you stand for injustice, you don't want to see a certain thing happen, right? And so you fight against it at all cost, even if it means laying your life down.
Yeah.
The heroes we know in South Africa, Nelson Mandela, for instance, you know, even though some people might have their reservations with controversies out there, he is still lauded as a hero.
Yeah.
You know, and spent 27 years in prison for what he believed in, and came out of there and won. You know? So yeah, that is my definition of a hero: just standing for something and going out of your way to make sure that you indeed stand for that thing.
But then what if you stand for something that's wrong, or that is to harm another group of people, or just like people in general?
That makes you a terrorist then.
So you're not a hero?
No. It sort of overlaps, eh? It sort of overlaps because other people, they would label Nelson Mandela as a terrorist, you know. But I guess now it goes back to that thing of the means justifying the end. Do you understand what that means?
You just said something deep, right?
The means justifying the end, or the end justifying the means. What? Yeah, the end justifying the means.
Okay.
It's a matter of, I am trying to end apartheid in South Africa, right? But the way I get there is terroristic, if that's even a word, you know. So it means I'm going to go against law. I am going to destroy things, you know, and I'm going to go into exile. I'm going to be hunted by the government. That was literally Nelson Mandela's story. As a result, he became a terrorist during that time, but in the end was a hero. So now the end justified the means of the way that we got to him now being a hero, because at the end of the day, he did indeed free South Africa. Free. Because we attained political freedom, but economic freedom, it's far. The fight is far from over. So yeah.
But is he a hero to you though?
Is he a hero to me? He is, man. He is. Because it brought us a step closer. His work brought us a step closer to freedom, you know, and it's up to us now to continue with the fight, you know. So in the sense of he brought political freedom, he is a hero, you know. And I think the one thing we always forget is that he was not alone in this thing. So There was the likes of Utato Robert Sobukwe, Utato Chris Hani, Solomon Mahlangu, plenty others, bro.
Solomon Mahlangu. Oh, sorry. I thought you were Solomon Mahlangu, the thing. I was like, oh, no, he wasn't.
There's plenty of them. Those are the heroes of South Africa. Those are the people that brought about the freedom we now enjoy today, because we wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for them. You know?
Okay, so like the reason why I brought that up is because of what happened recently. If you watch the news, well, you do watch the news. I don't want to ask. This guy who sadly passed away, and the argument was, I don't know if it was even an argument, but some people labeled him as a hero, and some were like, no, actually, no, he wasn't, because he was spreading hate and this and that. So to you, when you read his story, what is your... That's Charlie Kirk, by the way.
Yeah.
Sadly, he passed away.
Yeah.
What is your... Yeah. What do... Yo, Hassan is so insensitive. I'm just saying, yeah. Yes. What is your take on that? What do you think?
It's a very sensitive topic, and it has led to a bit of disturbance in my life, you know, because I did share my views on it, and it touched some people, and I go to church, bro, and I don't want to dive deep into that because I am still talking to the leadership of the church regarding that thing, because it made me even come to the decision that, you know, if this is what the church is going to stand for, then I am withdrawing, you know. So my take on that is, obviously we don't want to celebrate the death of someone.
Yeah, no one should do that.
But now let us not mourn him and speak of him in such a way as if he was only the soldier of Christ that people are painting him to be, you know, because he did make some political statements, you know, and of which many disagreed. And as a patriot of South Africa, Zane, I love South Africa, bro. I am not going to support anyone who is going to speak ill of South Africa. What does that make me? A sellout, you know, especially if this person is from America, the West, you know. And this podcast, when we started it, we said we are all about Pan-Africanism. So now, my issue is just that whole thing of him being painted as a soldier of Christ only, as if he wasn't a politician also, you know. So it's sad what happened to him. And in my definition of what a hero is to me, spoke about the end justifying the means. His end wasn't great, you know, and he was killed by the very same thing that he advocated for or defended, which is the Second Amendment right. You know, it's an American thing that speaks to the right to own guns, you know, and it just that alone, it puts guns in people's hands that sometimes are not mentally stable, you know. Hence the mass school shootings, so many kids dying, bro. And then you're gonna say that it was a necessary evil for us to have that right to own guns. These are children's lives, bro. Not just children, also just adults, you know, that are just, whose lives are taken as a result of something that could have been prevented, you know. So as much as we feel sorry for him and his family and whatnot, but let us not paint him to be this hero that people are thinking, are painting him to be. So that's my stance on it.
That's your take on it.
And I'm not celebrating his death. I'm not doing any of that. I am just looking at a situation and drawing my conclusions on that based on the information that is available out there. Yeah.
But he stood for something, though. I mean, like...
What did he stand for?
Like, his political beliefs and everything like that. I'm saying, because in the beginning of the podcast, we said a hero is someone who stands up for something.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole way. Because like if that's what he he stood for. He in all his debates, his message was always the same.
Yeah,
like he was bold in whatever that he was saying.
Yeah.
So now, is it worth it to be a hero if it's gonna lead you to death?
It's all for the cause, man. If I am dying for a just cause, then sure, And hero, yeah, sure, maybe he is a hero to other people. He's maybe a hero to the MAGA supporters, the Make America Great Again supporters. He's a hero to those people because he's the one that pushed Donald Trump's campaign.
Yeah.
So in that sense, he could be labeled a hero. But to me and you, is he a hero to you?
Yo.
Is he a hero to me as a black South African in Africa? Yeah. Is he a hero to me? Yeah. And my answer to that is no. Because why? This person, he perpetuated the lies of farm killings in South Africa. You remember that whole debacle about farm killings and a couple of white people, they fled to the US? And is it true? In your, based on what you know, do you think that is true?
No.
Farm killings.
No.
And we can debate statistics all we want. And what's interesting is, I made this point yesterday when I was speaking to someone. Statistics is it's not very flexible, right? So if we're going to debate statistics, we're going to have a long debate, because now majority of farmers are white, the same whites that are the minority in South Africa, right? Where am I going with this? If we have, how can I put it? If we have two Chinese, right, and one gets killed, right? Now the stats are going to say 50% of Chinese are getting killed in South Africa.
Just because of that one.
Just because of that one. Because there are two, making 100. So kill one, 50% is gone. So now we can't really go on those stats, because now they are the minority and they just so happen to be the farmers. And it's not necessarily a farm killing problem in South Africa. We have a crime problem. Everyone is affected, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone is affected. Go to the hood, bro. Go to the townships, structured by white people. We, throughout all these talks, we were not mentioning that because we moved from that. How many black people died during apartheid?
Yeah.
Where was America during that time? Instead, we were supported by Russia. We were supported by countries such as Iran during that time. But now that white people are being killed, now America wants to be vocal in our affairs. Where were they when black people were dying in this country? So anything that has to do with America, bro, like me, I am good, bro. I am good, and that is what I will stand for. That is the message I will speak or relay. So people can mourn Charlie Kirk all they want, be a hero, and typically it has been white people that have been celebrating him. When I, as a black man, if you are celebrating that dude, I am questioning you. You are supporting this guy who said black people are better off in slavery. You are supporting this guy who said if he sees a black pilot, he will question whether he's qualified or not. That's the guy you want to support. So I don't want to speak much of this, bro.
Because I think also we don't want to seem like, I don't want to make it seem like you are not sorry for what happened. Because no one deserves to be killed because of their opinion. I think everyone should have an opinion.
If we want to now go out there and say, what about his kids? What about his family? What about the family of Ukrisani? What about the family of Steve Biko, who was killed during apartheid by white people for trying to free this country and speak black consciousness? But no, We're going to come out and defend the side of him that he was a soldier of Christ. And we're going to throw scriptures at this thing. Yeah. So that's how I feel about this thing. Yeah. And yeah, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, no, that's a touchy subject. I think we're gonna wrap it up there on that one.
Yeah.
And so another thing that I thought of is like, do you wanna be remembered? Okay, remembered is like,
hey Chief, remember now you.
Okay, no, let's not go there. Because I just thought about it. If I say remember, it means that okay, you're about to do something like that. But like, do you think is it worth trying to save people that don't want to be saved? Because I think we're living in a time where, in as much as we want to bring change, it's like the people that we want to bring the change to are not even ready for it, or they don't want it.
Yeah.
They would rather complain about it and cry about it, but still, they don't want anything different. So is it worth to be like, okay, I'm going to save my country, even if they don't want to be saved?
I would not say it's a thing of they don't want to be saved. You know, there's this analogy of crabs in a bucket, right? They say you put crabs in a bucket, right? Or rather in a pot. Is it crabs in a pot or crabs in a bucket? Crabs in a pot. Let's go with that because that makes more sense. You put crabs in a pot, starting off with cold water, right? And is it crabs or frogs? Whether it's crabs or frogs,
whatever that's in the bucket,
whatever's in the bucket, but it's in the bucket. Start off with cold water. Start with the stove on 1. They're not gonna feed it. Yeah, well, still, life is all good. Increase it to 2. Still not gonna feed it. So where I'm going is that it'll go up to 6. They still won't feed it because now the change or the heat was gradual to the point where they'll even die without noticing that they are dying. Yeah. Well, so that is where these people that we are trying to save are. You know, the heat was increased gradually to a point where now they are used to it, even though it's killing them, but they are used to it. They die without even knowing that they are dying. Yeah. But hence, it's not good to follow herd mentality, bro. Because now you will die with that herd without even noticing that you are dying. So hence, it's good as a person. You must think for yourself. You know, don't have this herd mentality and just follow without questioning things. And I always tell you, don't take things as they are. Question it. Question, be corrected if you are wrong. But if you don't question, even the leadership will think what they are doing is right because everyone is just following up until one person questions. Yeah, it'll only take one crab that is outside to pull those other crabs out. Once they're outside, now they feel, oh shucks, we were burning. Yeah. So it's that type of thing. Me, I like to believe I'm the crab outside the pot. You know?
Yeah.
So these ones, they are not sure. They don't know that they are burning and they are dying. Yeah. So it's people like that. I'm trying to be those people or that person
that question
that is going to. So these ones, it's not a thing of they are not worth saving or they don't want to be saved. They just don't know that they are in the heat.
Oh, okay. So it's not that you don't want the change. You just don't know that.
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know. It's like right now with the clients that we've been working with at Capital Digital. In case you don't know that, that's our digital marketing agency. You can visit that at www.co.za. Yeah.
Yo, this sounds programmed. Okay.
So it's like that. The clients, because they don't know that perhaps their product is not good enough. Yeah, they'll think we can work magic. Up until we point it out to them, like, yo, these are the flaws with your product. Yeah, and then it's up to them then to decide whether or not they want to. But some clients, we just do the work, and then they were like, yo, how did you do that? Then, no, we changed this because you were doing it like that. We just changed it. And then, oh, shucks. Now they're in a better position, digital presence-wise or rather revenue-wise. Now they are making more money. It was just that one thing that was hindering them. Yeah. So it's that type of thing, Zane. So me, I am not trying to be a hero in everything. Yeah. So if we are debating theology or whatever, you might win that one. Because that's not necessarily my fight. As much as I am seeking the Lord, but I did not make my fight. I did not go out there and say I'm going to be a theologian. Me, I chose business and politics. When it comes to that, I am working to be the best in this country. I will eat you up when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But I will destroy you.
Yeah.
I will destroy you when it comes to that. And so that is another thing. It leads me now to, I don't know if you had this going on in your prep, like just the whole 24th of September march.
No, I think that was going to be the next episode, but we could just pitch it in.
Just touch on it briefly.
Yeah.
So I've been under fire on TikTok. You're laughing because you are aware of that. So the problem there is that people want to solve everything
at once. Yeah.
It's not going to work that way. The reason why we still don't have economic freedom in this country is because we want to solve every problem at once. I am saying let's deal with one at a time. You can't, Chief, say we are fighting for land reforms, we want to nationalize banks, we want to nationalize mines, all in one march. No, Chief. So this thing, it came about as a frustration. Okay, it was inspired by Nepal. Nepal Gen Zs overthrew their government, right, in a matter of 48 hours or 3 days, I think, right? So now they were motivated by that, and then now the youth of South Africa is also standing up, but now there wasn't a strategy. So I make a video on TikTok providing my strategy, and my strategy was specifically on youth unemployment. Oh, hey, they bash me, dog. Young people, don't listen to this dumb cop. I'm like, how? Chief. You know? Other ones are saying, can't I never. So now, me, I in that video, I was proposing that we develop our STEM fields. STEM fields are science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Because that's what China did, bro.
Yeah.
China was a poor country, Zay. They were, I think something about peasants. It was just peasants. They were just farming and subsistent farming. Subsistent farming is farming just enough to get by.
Yeah.
You know, you are not farming at scale, like commercial farming or anything like that. You are just farming just enough to get by. But they switched it. You know, they developed their science, their science fields. They developed their technology, engineering, mathematics. You know, from there, Zane, these guys are brilliant, bro. If you speak to engineers, all those guys that did anything in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, those guys are brilliant because now they start identifying problems and they are programmed in such a way that they have the solutions to those problems. Because now we speak about unemployment. Develop that field. Those guys are going to start saying, yo, we need to build a bridge somewhere. You know, maybe a place needs a bridge. Right. They do the plans. Now they're going to probably, for that project alone, probably hire about 20,000 people in the supply chain of building that bridge. Supply chain is just the process from, how can I put it? From conceptualization to final product. So everything involved in there, from planning, architecture, transport to bring these things. If it requires bricks or building structures, now build it, and others are involved. People are getting employed throughout that process. Just that one project alone. Right. Now we speak about, because let's use Pretoria, for example. Pretoria has a lot of old buildings. Now, if we develop those fields, now we're going to come up with green buildings. You know, those guys are going to come up with green buildings. They're going to come up with designs for these things. Now, throughout that's also another project, absorbs, again, young people. Because now they need to come together to build that thing. So now, in that way, it's a lot of government spending. So now we're going to talk economics. So government spending is just government taking out money to develop infrastructure, right? Through that, hire people.
Okay.
So as I'm saying, Zane, develop the STEM fields, these guys come up with brilliant stuff, absorbs people, you know. So I proposed that, bro, and one person though was valid in saying that that's more of a after the march thing.
Yeah.
Because on the day of the march, we need something radical. We need something that is going to grab the attention of government.
Yeah.
So I understand that, you know. But I was proposing a strategy that wasn't even there, bro. And then now, since I am part of these groups, you about this Reclaim SA, if you didn't know, those are the people spearheading this whole march thing. So they didn't have a plan, bro. You know,
it was just we're going there.
It was just a thing of we are going there, motivated by Nepal. But once we get there, what are we doing? What's going to happen after? Yeah, bro. So my strategy was just tackling that one specific thing.
Unemployment rate.
Yeah, bro.
Which is
and
what
youth unemployment. Yeah. Bro. So it's just things like that. What were we talking about since we...
Dude, you just took over, man. I lost in the way.
Passion. It was passion speaking.
Yeah, you see. But like, I think those comments did affect you to some extent, they did. Like, obviously, you're not going to admit it.
It opened my eyes more than anything. Yeah. I don't think I took it personally. It opened my eyes that not everyone is going to agree with you. You know?
I think, but maybe it's the thing of like, with the youth of South Africa, when they think much, we just want to burn.
We want to burn.
Like, we don't care what happens after.
Yeah.
We don't care, because when you propose that, there was one guy who said, "Is that with your spinning chair?" I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
You know, and I understand, you know, because now some people have this thing of clever blacks. You know, clever blacks are the ones that went to school, the middle class type ones, the beneficiaries, you know, they call them. So I understand people who feel that way, and for the average South African, they, as soon as you probably mention, let's develop STEM fields. Chief, with your English. What's this now?
Yeah.
But talk about banning and destroying infrastructure. We are there.
I think everyone will vouch for that if it comes to like destroying stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and this was leading to this. Do you think influencers, because this is tied back to heroism, by the way. Because some influencers, I think you could have like 1 million followers, or I don't know. Yeah. Most of them in SA. Are we really going to say they're impactful though? Like, do they make a difference?
Most of our influencers are misinformed, bro.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
They don't know what is happening in this country. You know?
They don't know, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. They don't care.
True.
If that thing is not, they lack substance, all the influence is, I don't know, bro, like nothing of substance, nothing of value. They'll tell you about the next big event.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I can say on that, bro. Because look at that whole Alabuga thing, that whole Russia Alabuga thing.
Yeah, that's another one.
It's just an example of misinformation and just chasing the bag, bro. You're not standing for anything.
Yeah, because like not to be weird or anything, but like when I looked at their apologies and things like that, none of them were admitting to the fact that I saw the price and I was like, okay, it's fine. Yeah. Let me just do it. And obviously at the end of the day, we're all human. We make mistakes and things like that. But I didn't see anyone being like, I think I was wrong. I just looked at the bag. And I didn't.
Sima was like, she thought this thing is legit because they were paying her on time every week. Well, what is that?
You see, that's like, and what even, what has the most is like with this influencer, whenever if someone like points something out, they'll be like, you don't know what I've done for this industry, how many lives have changed. And I'm like, I don't think every influencer is a hero. Yeah. And you can be an influencer without influencing Jack.
Yeah.
It's very much possible.
That's true.
So, yeah, that was today's podcast.
Yeah, I was worried about time because we have somewhere to be. Digital marketing agency stuff that we got to do.
Yeah.
So check out our website if you are in business and you are struggling with marketing. or anything like that. This is not a sponsored episode, by the way. We are just passionate.
We
are also just one of those people like we are not going to sit by and complain about stuff, but we are actually going to create. You know, if you watch my earlier episodes on this show, on this channel, you will see that I've been talking about not just speaking, but actually doing whatever you are involved in, whether it's whether you are studying to be a doctor or you are a doctor, but just pick a struggle and build around it. And so that is exactly what we are doing. That was today's episode. We will see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, that is Zane taking over FNDRY. That's it. I bought it, guys.
It's the takeover.
It's over. It's gonna be called
until next time.
Not the FNDRY.